one on Skype. I'm not seeing.
No, we have 5. We're just playing with 5 tonight.
Oh, I'm not there. Perfect. Yeah. Of course.
All right. So, your characters.
You either love the chocolatey, peanut buttery deliciousness of Reese's Puff cereal.
Let me turn that off.
Wow.
I'm like, this is an immersive experience.
It's a hell of a voice mod, Tom. You're gonna
You
love
take
the
acting
chocolate.
classes.
That's right.
Pre-recorded intro.
All right. So let me see what we got for character composition here. We have a Zentarum. We have Emerald Enclave, several of those. Harpers.
C'est moi.
And Order of the Gauntlet. So basically everyone except for Lord's Alliance. All right. Let's start with the Order of the Gauntlet. And that is Arcan.
Mm-hmm.
At one of the last major conclaves of the Order of the Gauntlet, you received news that there was a sizable caravan of pilgrims heading from the Moonsea towards Waterdeep, and it had been attacked by goblins. Few of the pilgrims survived and requested aid from the Order. Members of the Order of the Gauntlet, encouraging you to join caravans out of Verthil and go teach the goblin tribes a lesson so that they fear the symbol of the sword and fist. Zentarum. You've become aware of a rumor on the streets that goblins are setting up tolls on the Black Road, a road that ostensibly belongs to the Zentarum, that travels from the Moonsea region west across the Great Desert and over the Great Peak Mountains. You're encouraged to join caravans out of Verthil and go teach the goblins otherwise. Harpers. You find a blue origami crane among your belongings one day, and when you unfold it, you find a note instructing you to look for employment in Bethril and keep watch for trouble because both giants and the Lord's Alliance are on the move. And finally, the Emerald Enclave. A couple of you were approached by a little curious-looking fox. He came up to you, and then he spoke, and a man's voice came out of his little fox snout. And the man's voice said, Bethril Oasis, a merchant named Azam and dragon named Zing. Statue of Agarad, delivered to Parnast. What is organizing the goblins? 5 words left. Good luck. The fox then shook her head and then ran off into the underbrush. So from your contact from your factions, you've all found your way to Verthil. And I'm going to open up a map
So
here so you guys
loud.
can see where Verthil is.
What's the name of this town again?
Verthil is the name of the town. And it's actually going to be off the edge of this map. I'm going to move you to, so you won't be able to see it exactly. Okay. So far to the east of Waterdeep is the Great Peak Mountains. And those of you who did DDAL05-02 have been kind of adventuring in and around the Great Peak Mountains for a while. So when the word comes from your factions to travel to this oasis in the middle of the Honorok Desert, it's not far. You had to travel out the Black Road, east along the Black Road to the oasis, which is basically just off the edge of this map, to the east. And when you arrive there, that oasis, in every direction as you traveled, huge dunes rolled across the landscape, and an even bigger sky loomed above. The oasis of Ethril is a motley collection of sun-bleached tents in the vast desert. You meet Azam, the caravaneer, in the large Kalashemlite-style tent that passes for a tavern in the little village. There's a pair of tieflings who eye you as you approach. When you go inside, you find the dim interior of the tent is a relief from the bright light and wind. And hold on just a second. All right, I'm back. Let's see here. So you're going into the tent in the middle of the village to find this caravannier named Azam. And inside the tent, the gentle sounds of stringed instruments fill the air, and the people inside are hunched over food, drink, and conversation. You see a dragonborn with rust-colored scales greeting you, and he guides you to a private table where there's a few other adventurers. You've all come separately. Hey, Margin, you back on?
Can you guys hear me now?
Looks like we're full, Margin. So.
Yeah, it's okay. Can I just watch?
Oh yeah, you're welcome to watch. All right, the Dragonborn delivers water as well as dates, olives, and bread as you guys are introducing yourselves to each other. So let's just go around the table and do introductions here. Go back to the other map where you guys got your tokens. All right. Let's see. So, sitting at the table, you see this collection of adventurers. You have first Virix. Go ahead and tell us about Virix, Casey.
He's a soldier who unfortunately went out to the Lost Mines in Phandelver. He did some business there, cleared it out, and then by the time he got home, he returned to find his family slaughtered. So he's not very happy about that, and he dedicated his life to killing goblins and orcs and now giants to try to get a little vengeance.
And he is Paladin 2, Warlock 2.
Yeah, Paladin 2, Warlock 2. So
all right.
I'll leave the difficulty up to you guys because I don't want to impose.
Valchorus. Go ahead, Tariq.
Oh, that's me, sorry. Chewing sausage. Okay, I am Valchorus. I am a druid. I've been sequestered in the forest for many years learning new things. And I had a vision, and I've come to help stop these attacks by the giants. I am Emerald Enclave.
All right, and Valchorus is a second level druid, Circle of the Land, Arctic.
Yes, sir.
All right, next is... Go ahead.
I'm going to no change or step one if everybody's doing that.
All right.
I'll go with the group.
Zeno, your turn.
My guy, his name is Zeno. Some call him the Mottled because of his mottled bronze and silver skin. He is a high elf, sun elf from Everesca, and a member of the Weavers of Blade Song knightly tradition there. And he has recently left Everesca after a number of the Cormanthor refugees have overpopulated the town because of the Underdark stirrings from Season 3. And he is determined to preserve and uphold the values of the elven culture in the realms. And he has recently ventured out. And he is a Fighter 2, Wizard 2, Blade Singer.
All right. Next to Zeno, you got Arcan.
I am Arkan, an half-elf barbarian soldier. I am my company has been captured once by a fire giant who are now all slaves, and I'm on a quest to try and free them now that the ordering has been broken and giant kinds are also weakened to each other.
And last but not least, Little Calbrin.
Calvin is a ghostwise halfling. He was raised with nature rather than feeling the call. And he's kind of secretive and furtive, and really that's all that's known of him. He's a level 2 druid.
All right, so you have 3 at level 2, 2 at level 4. So that makes you level 3 average. And there are 5 of you, so it's your strong party. So we got one person voting for +2 steps, and all the rest no change. So we'll do no change, so you'll be a strong party for this adventure. Okay.
Well, Tom, you might as well just give up now.
Yeah, you'll never make it. Let me move you guys to a map.
Casey got scared after Monday.
I'm not scared. I'd vote for +2, but we got 2 level 4s and everyone else is level 2, so I didn't want to make it difficult for the level 2s.
It's all good.
And my character survived, so it's not like I care.
All right.
We'll see what that surviving means.
The Dragonborn delivers water as well as dates to your table. Before long, you're joined by a lean, half-elven man with a long, craggy face. He's got an impressive mustache, but more impressive than that is a golden-scaled pseudo-dragon that lays draped around his shoulders. The dragon's got milky white eyes, probably blind from what you can tell. The man gestures to the snoozing dragon and he says, "Sing, my patron, is most pleased you have come. We have business to discuss, and hopefully you are ready for a long journey. I am Azam, and we would like you to deliver a statue to Parnast. The statue is bound for Parnast to replace one damaged by the cult of the dragon. Would you be interested in helping us?"
Of course. How large is this statue?
It's pretty large. It's fills up a whole wagon. One wagon will carry the statue. One wagon will carry food for the caravan. One wagon will carry water for the caravan and some medicinal herbs. And the third wagon carries a shipment of weapons. The statue itself, you guys ask about that. It is 5 feet tall, 4 feet wide, probably weighs almost 1,000 pounds. Maybe a little bit less than that. It requires several of you with a combined strength of over 20 to lift and carry it.
I have a question. Are the bandits in this area particularly active?
Well, we've had sightings of goblins. There have been a number of caravans who have not completed the journey. And spreading up and down this road are stories of goblins attacking them. I've heard that Parnast has gone from one trouble to another as well. Specifically, the cult of the dragon is gone, but now giants are moving into the area. So we're leery of that as well.
And what exactly does the statue depict?
It's a statue of a goddess.
Could I? Do you have any idea which goddess it is, or?
Yeah, it's an elven goddess, and she's
Zeno's eyes perk up.
she's known as the Triune Queen, the threefold deity. Inscribed in the base of the statue are the words "Unity and diversity bring strength, but ever vigilant against she who was banished and worked together in defending the lands of the fair folk from those who would work evil." A lot of stuff to put on the base.
Is this Angarad?
Angarad it is.
I will protect this statue with my life.
All right. I have certainly found the right people, as Azam says. We will leave tomorrow. I suggest before we go you purchase desert survival gear. You can purchase desert clothing here before leaving the oasis.
I do so.
See, the Zentarum, the trading post is run by the Zentarum. And let's see here. Okay, so the desert clothing is 4 gold pieces. However, if you're a Zentarum, it costs you only 2 gold pieces.
So can one of the Zents buy some for all?
No, the Zents would not do that to their faction.
Son.
They would not be a Zentarum for long, pulling tricks like that. The garments consist of loose layers of light cloth, wooden cloth mask, and small canister of pitch to rub beneath the eyes to reduce the glare of the sun. Also, Azam warns you not to wear heavy armor. I don't think any of you do.
I don't wear any armor.
Except
I'm
maybe
pretty sure
Varric.
I'm wearing heavy. Yeah.
Varric, you're wearing heavy, right?
It's pretty heavy.
Splint, oh yeah. That's going to be bad for you in the desert. You know that. You'll probably
Yeah,
face some checks with disadvantage.
I'm gonna wear it anyways.
'Kay.
'Cause screw those things.
That's right. All right. Azam tells you the caravan's going to leave in 4 hours. because he's anxious to get on the road soon. He tells you that Chandra Stoll, the priestess in Parnast, has offered whoever delivers the statue 50 gold pieces payable upon arrival in Parnast. And
where did the statue originate from?
Azam,
Like, who's brokering this deal? Basically?
right. That's being brokered by Zing's patron, and he refers to the pseudo-dragon around his shoulders. It's none of my business what they're up to, though.
I'd like to try to communicate with the patron using the ghostwise halflings communicate with creatures, silent speech ability. So telepathically speak to one creature within 30 feet.
Okay.
See if it understands me.
So the pseudo-dragon raises its head, and its milky white eyes stare at you. And it's been pretty relaxed, but it shakes its head when it looks at you, unfurls its wings, and an uncharacteristic fit of activity flies off, never replying to your words in its head.
Dragons.
So is there some kind of check that we can make to see? I mean, it's just interesting because patron, would normally pseudo dragons aren't big financial backers.
Right. No,
I don't think.
No, Azam said that Sing's patron, Sing is the dragon, is the one
Sing's
backing
patron.
this. Yeah, the dragon is Sing, and Sing's patron's backing it.
Oh, so like Sing is like an intermediary or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question about roll 20. I'm used to like a character sheet. How would we roll stuff like saving throws and stuff like that?
I'll show you in just a minute. Desert
Also,
clothing, 4 gold pieces.
Falcor silently passes around good berries
Okay.
to every party member, 2 each.
Alrighty. So, in 4 hours, you get on the road, on the desert. Travel in the desert slow, hot, and full of blistering sun. There's no clouds, no promise of water anywhere. Azam likes to start moving well before sunrise, when the moon's full glory makes the dunes look like mountains of diamonds. The sunrise is a gorgeous spill of pink and gold across the horizon, but the baking sun is soon pounding down on you. Vultures soar overhead during the day. The caravan travels and sleeps in 2 shifts every day, traveling from pre-dawn until noon, sleeping from noon until late afternoon, and then traveling from late afternoon until dinner time, and then sleeping again until pre-dawn. The first couple days of travel go uneventfully. So on the
Tom, just as a note, I'm going to switch out a spell for Create Destroy Water that first day.
Okay. The third day, let's figure out what your watches are at night. So, you guys go ahead and split up into 3 watches at night. Actually, you got like 2 watches every one of these shifts. So let's say it's the night watch. There can be 3 of you on one and 2 of you on the other. So if you want to be on the first shift at night, put your guy to the left of the group. Or no, put your guy up a line. If you want to be in the second shift, put your guy down a line. So first shift is up, second shift is down.
I'm an elf. We don't need much sleep.
Okay. And I'm just going to determine who it was on watch. Looks like it's the second shift's on watch. So the caravan is traveling along a road, but at night, when they settle down, they hitch their wagons up in a little ring around a fire. So the red circle there is a fire. It's right here. There's a total of 8 camels, 2 per wagon. Each wagon has a rider. Azaz is on one of the wagons, so I'll just change what he looks like. So the guy on the top right is your main patron. The 3 of you at the bottom are on watch, 2 of you are sleeping. So you guys start sleeping. I'm just going to put this little prone marker on you. And you can put your tokens where you want to be sleeping at. And the rest of you who are on watch, put where you want to be standing during watch.
I'll be on top of this cart if that's possible.
It is possible, yeah. Okay. Strong party.
The drivers are also sleeping.
Yeah. Yep. One of them is sharing a watch with you, but seeing all these well-armed adventurers, he's dozing off himself. So, not so good. Let's see here.
Which one has the statue?
We'll say the one Azam's on, so the top right one has a statue.
Okay.
All right. The drivers and Azam bed down for some sleep, leaving the caravan guards to do their duty, which is you. The nighttime desert is bitterly cold and dry. Camel spiders, sand scorpions, snakes, and large-eared hopping mice come out at night to casually murder each other. They also try to get into the tents and sleeping bags and whatnot. You see a flicker of movement that resolves into furtive small humanoid shapes sneaking toward the wagons. The moonlight glints off the steel of the goblins' weapons. They do not surprise you with the light glinting off their weapons.
Of course, yells, "To arms! We have goblins."
Let's see which way they're coming from. Okay. They just come over Rise in the Dunes. There are a bunch of the little goblin guys coming your way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goblins. And then you see a couple of goblins behind them riding on wargs.
Do the ones on the wargs look better armored?
Yeah. So the ones on the wargs are wearing chain shirt and shield. The ones on the ground are wearing leather and shield. They all have scimitars as weapons. The wargs have a wicked, well, they're huge wolves, but they have a wicked glint in their eyes, so you'd think they're wargs. And so for those of you new to Roll20, I'll describe how you do stuff. So to roll initiative, well, first of all, the first thing you want to do is make sure your token macros are sorted in the way that they are intended to be sorted. So to do that, you look at the first thing under software here, you look at token macro order, and go to My Settings, which is the gear icon just above this text field. It's the rightmost icon above the text field. And you uncheck alphabetically sort token actions. After you do that, your very first token macro on the far left should start with the IN and then plus your initiative modifier. So you click on your token, and then you click on that button that starts IN something. And that'll roll your initiative for you and put it in the turn order. So go ahead and do that now, even if you're sleeping.
So you said uncheck alphabetically sort token actions, and then what was next?
Okay, then click on your token. And then click on the button that starts IN plus 3 for you. Let me make sure I did it right. Yeah,
I did not see IN plus 3.
should be your leftmost button on the top left. What is your left topmost button in the macros when they pop up after you click on your token?
Leftmost, it just says 17.
Just a 17. Just the number
Yes.
17?
Yes.
That's weird. I don't have any macro buttons that say 17.
I'm looking at it and it says 17. I assumed that was my AC score because I forgot what it was.
Oh, you're looking at the circles right above your token. Look near the top of the screen. There should be a bar with a whole bunch of buttons in it.
Yes.
What's the top leftmost one of those?
Oh, IN 3. Okay.
There you go. Click that.
You see, once you clicked on your character and I saw things pop up.
Right.
Sorry.
There you go.
And I'm not new to Fantasy Grounds. I'm just new to this style of using Fantasy Grounds. We usually just use a character sheet.
Yeah, no problem. You'll be pretty happy with it, I think, for the nights through. All right, so I got your initiatives, and I'm going to roll 1 initiative for the goblins. In fact, I'm just going to assign them a 10, plus the goblins modifier plus 2. So at turn, all the grunt goblins are going to go on 12.02. And then the boss goblins are going to go there. I did was rolling initiative checks instead of intelligence checks. That'd be better. They got the same ones. All right, so Calvin goes first. Go ahead, Calvin. So these wagons, you can't see over them.
So if I'm standing up on this back wagon, can I see what's going on over here?
No, you can't. The top of them is like a canvas, half barrel.
Gotcha. So I'm in the way. You were thinking,
Right.
okay, so I'm not like on top
Right.
of the wagon. All right, then I will. So I hear that they're coming. Let's take a quick look. This is gonna work. It's unfortunate. All right, I will go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Calvin, you're a druid, right?
Yes, sir. I'm moon, though I'm only level 2, so it's not. All right, I'm going to ready a fairy fire spell for when it feels more effective.
When they bunch
Basically,
up,
where I
when they
can
bunch
get
up more than they bunch up now.
Yeah, so I can
Okay.
get both bosses and maybe some of the other.
So if they don't bunch up more than they bunch up now, you're going to lose it.
Yeah, well, as long as if there's a point at which I can get both
No,
bosses,
you have to give me a real
because they're in
trigger.
range.
Okay, both bosses. You can get both right now.
I don't think I'm in range. Can I get there?
And wake us up.
I already yelled.
They're already woken up, right, Tom, or no?
Do you guys want to yell? Those of you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
I
are
already
awake.
did. Remember I said I yelled goblins
They are awake.
at arms.
Let's see if I can get there.
That's the most disturbing fairy fire I've ever seen.
Oh, that's fairy fire? Because I was going to use that.
Yeah, I don't have a good fairy fire one. It's
It
everything
looks
like
like
tentacles, really.
Hunger of Hadar thing or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think I can get there with 60, Tom, I'll just go ahead and drop it.
Yes, go for it. Okay. So, give me the saving throws. I'll do that. The bosses, 1 succeeds, 1 fails, and the wargs fail, and 14 succeeds. Okay, so the North Warg is fairy fired. He's got a little purple dot. The North boss succeeded. The South boss is fairy fired, so he's got the little purple dot. And Calbrin's done. Falcoris, your turn's next. So tell me what you want to do, and I'll help you and tell you what the buttons are to do it.
Suddenly want to go plucky duck. I pushed a button. So I was going to cast fairy fire, but he's already done that. But could I
Do it
get
some
another
more.
fairy fire on most of the goblins?
Okay, they're in range as we speak, so you can get the South bunch and get 4 of them in it. You want to do that?
I could also cast fog cloud. No, but they if they were in a fog cloud, would we have advantage or would they have advantage?
Well, you wouldn't be able to see them, and they wouldn't be able to see you inside the fog cloud.
Oh, I'll save that for later. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it easier for everybody to hit these little things.
Okay, so you want fairy fire
Yep.
the South group?
Yes.
Actually, let's see. There is no... Okay, you get 3 of them in the South group. You could get...
What? I can't get. It's a 20-foot cube. I'll be able to get.
You could get the 3 southernmost ones. You could get 3 in the middle.
Is it 15 or 20 foot?
20-foot cube.
Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you're right. Because that would be 25.
Yeah.
I will actually hold it until they get a little closer, hoping that they try to bunch up. If they
You want
don't,
to hold
then
it till you want to hold it till you get 4 bunched up?
yeah.
Okay.
And
If that doesn't happen, you'll lose it.
Okay.
All right. After Falcoris is the goblins. So they see the spellcasters. The commander says kill the spellcasters. So this one here, southernmost one will go after you, Calbrin. 1, 2,
Of course he
3,
will.
4, 5,
Yeah,
6.
no, I'm a spellcaster. Yeah.
All right, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he comes up onto you. This guy comes up onto you.
Son of a.
And then this guy is going to come up onto you, Chorus. I can see Arkan over there, so he's going to go to Arkan
Looks like they're not going to bunch up.
and Falcoris. Okay, after the goblins, there's double moves for all the goblins. Virik, you wake up, lying in the sand there. You're prone. What do you want to do?
All right, so I was probably sleeping in my armor, but what about my shield? Do I have to spend an action to put that on?
You would, yeah.
All right, so I saw a couple goblins. I'm going to stand up, take an action to put on my shield, bonus action cast Divine Favor.
After Virik, and you move where you want to, Virik. Zeno.
All right, I'm going to stand up for 15. I'm going to bonus action go into Blade Song.
There you go.
And I'm going to dance and trip my way. I will dash to there. That's it for me.
After Zeno, the bosses go. Okay, so the
I
bosses
saved
are on wargs. Wargs got a speed of 50. They're fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this warg in the north is going to dash up to you, Virik, and the boss is going to attack you. Multi-attacking with his scimitar.
Jesus.
9's a miss.
Oh shit.
And his second attack is with disadvantage. So it's only 20 to hit, which hits you, I think, for 3 slashing.
Yeah, and I'm going to use a spell slot to Hellish Rebuke that.
Go for it.
To get
Damage
you
by
to
creature
hell,
in
so
60
we-
feet. You see 14 fire, 13 dex save for half. He takes the full 14 fire.
Wow, nice job.
Then the other boss will dash on his warg right up to the dancing blade singer and attack him.
So there are 4 in this group right here in the bottom.
In the bottom. Yes, you could get those. You could cast your spell on those guys down there.
Yep.
All right, his scimitar attack on you misses, and the second scimitar with disadvantage also misses.
Nice.
All right, click the button.
Oh, aha.
Click the button. Okay, so click on your token. There you go. All right, 13 dex save.
Job, man.
The warg, dex save. He makes it. Then the boss dex save, just in case one of you loses concentration. He is fairy fired by both of you. So I'll use the orange color for you, Falcoris, and then the other two. Both made their saves. So just the boss fairy fired.
Sucks. It's
Doubly.
all good. That's who we needed it on, though, the heavy armor guy.
Arcan, your turn.
I will go into a rage and attack this goblin with a reckless attack.
Very good. Generally, it's best to say I'm attack the goblin north of me, because sometimes I'm not watching when you ping. So it's fastest to say it with a direction. 13,
With reckless attack, so
24, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you say reckless. In the future, click that reckless button for us.
Oh.
24 hit for 8 damage, and you obliterate that goblin. His blood sprays across the sand.
Oh.
And then with my movement, I walk to here.
All right, after Arcan,
That's my turn.
that round ends. Calbrin, your turn.
I'm gonna bonus into the bear.
Alrighty.
If I can't be, I'll just be here, so I don't
Yep.
have to move. And it's a hard choice. Let's do that. Let's do the boss. So 1 bite and 1 claw. Bear bite. 19 for 13.
Actually, I was hoping that we wouldn't kill one of the bosses, like knock him unconscious to question him.
And 22 for 12.
Do you want to kill him with that
kill
12 or
it.
knock him out?
Kill him?
Kill.
Shit.
After,
Oh wait, hold on. Well, wait. Let me just give me a second, Tom. Let me just check something. You know, I'll just knock him out because I don't know.
All right.
Neutral good. I'll just
He's
knock him
knocked out. Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm done.
Next after you is Falcoris. Okay, so Falcoris, let me know what you want to do and I'll help you with the buttons and stuff.
Well, I'm about to use poison spray on these two
Okay.
little things below me. They can't reach me, can they? They'd have to climb up because I'm on
They
top of the
can.
caravan.
They can. They can reach the
These
wagon.
are the tallest goblins in the world, then.
They are.
No, seriously. It's like, how can they reach me if I'm on top of the caravan?
You're in the seat up there. And they can reach you from the ground there.
Oh, I thought you said I was on top, as in. There was
No. It's a kind of a canvas covered top, so you guys can't actually be on top of the canvas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
Thought
thinking
it
the
was
same
top.
thing when I was up there. It's like
Yeah,
covered.
that's exactly why I did it. Otherwise, I would have used the caravan as cover. All right, then I'm going to attack the goblins with poison spray.
All right. So you just click your token and then click the button that says poison spray, and it'll be like the second one at the start of your spells. And then you gotta tell me which one you want to attack with it.
Do I have disadvantage? Since poison spray is ranged.
Negative. There's no attack roll. They just get a saving throw, so you have no disadvantage.
Okay.
And it only
so
attacks one of them, so you want to do the one to your east or your southeast?
southeast.
Southeast. Okay, it's a 3 poison damage, 13 con save to negate that. He fails, so he takes the 3 poison. And then you have your movement left, and also any bonus actions if you have any. You want to do anything with any of those?
I don't know what land druid can do with his bonus actions.
Let's see, he's got Healing Word, Shillelagh.
Yeah, Shillelagh. I'll
All right.
do Shillelagh. Do I have to press that?
So now you got your magic staff, and next goes the goblins. So first the goblins to the south, who all of a sudden have this huge bear in front of them. They will attack the bear.
And their boss just got mauled,
Yeah, their boss just got
literally.
obliterated. Actually, you kind of took it easy on them. So they think you're a soft, cuddly bear. A 6 with the first guy. He does not
That actually
connect, and he's
misses.
going to escape. He's going to do a disengage. 1, 2, and hide behind this warg. Then the other goblin down there attacks you with his scimitar. Crits the bear for 12 slashing damage. And then he's
A lot
going to
of
get behind.
damage. Even to a bear.
He's going to get behind that warg. Those 2 goblins are done. Then the 2 goblins here on Falcoris. Oh, the wagon guys. Okay, so this, let me do these guys real quick. They go at the very end of the round. So he stands up, and he basically gets behind the camels. He stands up and holds on to the camels, make sure the camels don't get spooked or anything. They're all doing that. Okay. And then the goblin's going. Goblin south of Falcoris attacks with a scimitar. 14 to hit the druid does not connect. And then the other guy, 23 does connect. So Falcoris, you take 7 slashing. So you click your token, click the green circle with a 17 in it just above your token, and then type minus. Well, you know that. You know the roll 20 stuff, right? Type -7.
Oh, I thought -7.
Yep.
No, we never do it that way. We just change it all together.
Yeah, it'll math for you, which is kind of nice.
Hmm.
Well, kind of nice for guys like me.
I
All
still
right.
miss Fantasy Grounds where it does most of this stuff automatically.
Those guys are done. Then the one to the west of Virik and Arcan. Arcan's raging. Virik hasn't attacked yet, so they're going to try and drop Arcan. Scimitar attack on the barbarian. 10's a miss, and then nimble escape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get behind the warg. He's done. Virik, your turn.
Well, we've got advantage on the big ass wolf.
You do.
So I'm going to try to take him down, and hopefully the goblin will fall. I'm not sure what this is, so I'm going to click it.
Okay. That's the butt of your quarterstaff.
Okay, I'm going to do that anyway, so.
Okay.
Both on the warg.
21 for... You don't have green flame blade going, right? You do have divine favor, though, right?
Yeah, divine favor up.
Okay, so that's 10 to the warg with the first one.
And I
And
can
then you hit him
reroll
with
the
the butt?
second one. Or you can use that one, whichever.
Go ahead and re-roll since you said you were just testing it. 15 connects for 11 damage. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, after Virik, Xeno, your turn.
All right, gentlemen, sometimes there's no need for bloodshed. Simply a little pixie dust will do the trick. I'm going to cast Sleep. I'm going to cast it 4 east of the goblin to my east.
Very good. It's a 20-foot radius for sleep?
Yes. So right there, if you can see the ping, I'd like to catch all the goblins.
Go ahead and center that where you want to put it.
Okay, cool. Let's see here.
It's so pretty. It's like Burning Man.
Like that.
There you go.
Nice shot.
All goblins and a warg.
Yes. So
We'll start with the goblins, of course. So just click the button and it'll roll your hit points for you. Oh, nice roll.
Good roll.
Sleep, my pretties.
Lots of high numbers. So 24, they have... well, one's wounded. So they have 21 plus... Oh, man, just 1 hit point shy of getting all of them.
Oh.
So, randomly, 1 through 3, the top one's not asleep. 5 through 6, the bottom one. Okay, so the top one's not asleep. The other ones fall to the ground, sleepy time.
But the warg's still up, right?
Right, warg is still up.
Okay.
So don't eat those ones.
Anything else you know?
Actually, I think I'm going to... No, I'm good. I'm done.
All right. The boss. The last remaining boss of the north. He will try and let Arcan have it. With his multi-attacking. Scimitar. 14.
That's a hit.
And Scimitar. Now it's only an 8 because he has disadvantage on the second one. So 8 one time for 7. Then the warg is going to disengage back to here with them on it.
Cheating.
The other warg is his own guy now, and he goes the same time as the boss goes. So he's going to try and attack that bear. Shane, if you don't mind, I'm going to put your hit point maximum also on the red field. What is maximum for the bear?
Maximum was 34, but I took some damage already.
Right. Yeah, it's 22 out of 34 right now. Got it.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, if you put
Don't your
the
hit
max
points
on
go
there,
back
we'll
to
do a
full
bar.
after you turn back?
What
Yeah,
was that?
these are all make-believe while I'm in bear form. If I get knocked out of bear form, then I go back to what I was at.
Right.
-1.
Oh, I thought you went back to full health, but that might be another addition.
You do. Go back to whatever. You go back to wherever you were before you went to.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
there
bear.
was an addition where you went to full health.
Here comes the wolf bite. A crit.
Oh my!
20 points of piercing damage.
Oh, boy.
Smothered.
13 strength save or be knocked prone.
That's cool. Whatevs. Oh wait. What did that roll? The bear's got a plus.
Looks like you made it. The bear's stronger than you, I think, right?
Yeah, the bear's got a
That
+4.
only goes up from there. So for all you druids, the way I do it is wild shape bear. Oops. Wild shape bear. There it is. His bear strength is +5, so when you make a check, you get to add 5 to it when you're in bear form. Because the bear's a 19 and you're an 8, so your bear is 5 points stronger than you are. So you.
So you've worked the differences into that match.
Yeah, that little plus there is the difference in bonuses.
Very cool.
All right. So you're still standing, no problem. Bosses are done. Arcan, your turn.
Con check. How much? He hit me for 20, right? So it's just a straight con check.
Straight 10, yeah.
I will move to here.
Okay.
And then we'll attack
Stop
the
and
warg.
don't do anything yet. Let me just double check something. You're attacking the warg? Okay, go for it.
I already have advantage, so I don't have to reckless.
Okay. Ooh, miss.
Yeah.
Okay, after Arcan. Calvin.
Well, that was unpleasant, so I'm going to attempt to return the favor on this warg. I will bite him.
10 doesn't get through, but 23 does for 11.
Not enough.
Falcoris, your turn. So Falcoris, you see 3 sleeping goblins. You see 1 goblin, though, still viciously trying to attack you.
Yeah, I see that. I look him directly in his eyes and I say, "You should run." Then I do a little barrel flip over him to be right behind him, and I turn into the giant fire beetle.
That's hot.
Thank you.
So hot.
Do I have to push the button?
No, you're a giant fire beetle. That's a
Okay.
standard action for you guys, isn't it?
Yes, I have to use the full action.
Right.
I'm
You're
I'm
not
a
a moon druid.
spellcaster one.
All
But I
right.
found out that those are horrible.
After Valkorus is the goblins. Okay, so this goblin here, southernmost goblin's going to swing around. The warg says kill the bear in goblin. So he comes around 1, 2, 3, 4 and stabs at the bear.
The warg says kill the bear?
The warg said kill the bear.
Shit.
Oh, this is scary. Talking warg.
Crits you for...
He's asleep though, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's sleeping. You lucked out, Calvin. This one by the fire beetle tries to smash the fire beetle with the scimitar. 7 does not connect. He's done. He's not afraid of the fire beetle, so he's not running for it. The other one up at the far north is attacking Arcan with the scimitar. 21 Arcan for 3 slashing. Alright, the goblins are done. Next is Virix.
I'm going to move up there and attempt to take out the warg.
"16 killed the warg. He goes down. Mounted combat, mount knocked prone, reaction to land on your feet, otherwise dismounted, prone, and 5 feet. So he has his reaction left, so he'll land right there.
Okay, so I will attack the goblin boss with
Okay,
the butt.
but don't do anything yet. I gotta double check something. Okay, go ahead. 22 connects for 12 points of damage, and you kill the boss. Do you want to kill him or not?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely killing him.
Down he goes.
I say in goblin to the one right next to me, you're next.
Zeno, your turn.
All right, it's going to be a rapier to that warg's gut.
Well, don't have to concentrate.
8 does not hit.
All right, I think I'm going to actually action surge and
Okay.
try it again.
Do you want to green flame blade it, or do you just want to attack with it?
The green flame blade wouldn't
Green
do
flame
it because I
blade.
don't have even 5 feet.
Okay.
It might be more intimidating. You never know.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Also
what a
misses.
waste! What a waste!
After
Great
Zeno,
round. Okay.
Arcan.
Okay, I will reckless attack the last goblin on our side.
Okay. A reckless 17 for
Nice.
11 damage. You cut him in 2 just as he was turning to run from Virik.
And I'll use my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's my turn.
After Arcan, Calvin.
Alright, going after that warg again. Ooh, come on.
That
So-
connected.
There we go.
15 damage. You claw deep into the wolf and it goes down.
Okay.
So did that halfling just roll 2 ones in a row? How did that work?
Yeah, he did. No, wait, no. What are you talking about? The 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rolled a 1, then a 5. And he's plus 6.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
I
think
guess it just shows red if you roll a 1 no matter
Yeah,
what.
if you roll a 1 anytime, it'll show red. Alright. Calvin's done. Falcor, your turn.
I'm going to bite the goblin in front of me.
Go
But
for
first, I chitter in a giant beetle. You've made poor life choices.
it. And you crit. Good thing, because you would have done 0 damage if you didn't crit.
What? Really? I thought they were supposed to be cool. I guess that I picked the wrong. I made poor life choices.
You do glow in the dark, though, so that's nice.
Oh, that's what a giant fire beetle does. I thought it did like special damage.
Oh, no. No.
This
After
is the first time I've seen someone use that form.
After Falcorus comes the goblins. Alright, this last remaining not sleeping goblin tries to run for it, and you guys can cut him down easily. So, you take prisoners of some of the goblins, the goblin boss, some of the sleeping goblins, you take care of the other goblins. The goblins, between them, have 1 gold piece worth of coins.
These are rich goblins.
Yeah. I mean, that's,
For rich boys.
dozens of copper coins, but 1 gold piece total worth of coins. A couple little useless trinkets. Also, you find a strange item. You find a messenger bag with a bunch of curved strips of pale, foul-smelling wood-like substances.
Can we nature
You take
check
a
that?
look. You take a look at them, and you're pretty sure these are clippings of like toenails, but they must be giant toenails.
Wow.
The smallest of them is 10 inches across.
As if these creatures
Make
are
an
any
Arcana
more
check,
disgusting.
anyone who wants to. So to make an Arcana check, you click on your token, and then you click on the button that says your intelligence. Like for you, Falcors would be I-12. All right, so Falcors, you know, Zeno knows. A lot of you have heard, one of the main ingredients for making potions of giant strength are giant toenails. In fact, any of you have ever seen a potion of giant strength, you'll see a toenail floating in it. And these will be worth some money to the right buyer. So you hold on to those. They might be worth up to 100 gold pieces to the right buyer.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I would like to tell the rest of the group right now, I don't have the monsters manual, so when they asked me which monsters I wanted, I just picked the ones that I saw on the list. I have no idea what they can do. I know nothing about druids. That's why I'm only level 2. So I
Dude, that's
apologize
awesome.
in advance. At least I lit up the area for you guys.
Yeah, it's nice and light. Here's what the other forms that I did have. There's Panther, which has those powers, and then Wolf,
those are pretty good.
which has those powers.
A wolf is really good.
Yeah.
All right.
Combat-wise.
Right. Now these goblins, they talk. They roll over on each other, on other goblins, on anyone they can roll over on.
Their moms, their
Yeah,
dads. their
everyone. They tell you that the goblins to the west have a new chief, and that the new chief is smart and strong and leads them well. Bugbears and hobgoblins and others as well serve this chief. And these goblins, and they point to each other and point to the dead boss, blaming them. These goblins stole the wooden box with the wood strips in it from the goblins to the west. But we don't know why he stole it. But he's dead now, so it's not our fault.
Wait, there's another boss that we can question.
They point to whatever dead goblin is around.
No.
I take out my greatsword and execute one of them.
The original ogre. I mean,
Now-
the original.
Now they
Or
point
that-
to the dead one that you just executed. He was the one who knew. Pretty soon you get out of
I
it.
killed them all.
Pretty soon, as they're screaming and begging for their lives, you're pretty sure they don't have any idea what those things are or why they stole them.
What about
Gentlemen,
the
we're not
entire
savages here. We're not savages.
Yeah.
Oh,
What about
what did
the-
this? What
Goblins
is
killed
this?
my family, so I'm killing them all.
Brutal
Did
savages.
these
All.
goblins kill your family?
Yeah, goblins and orcs killed my family.
Yeah, but did these goblins kill them?
Might as well have.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Any excuse?
The
for
Order of the
murder?
Gauntlet does not allow this.
This chief, the Western Goblin chief. What's his name? What does he look like?
All right, the goblin chiefs don't know anything more than the goblins know. The goblin bosses. Oh, what did the Western goblin chief look like? They don't know what his name is, the new big chief.
You say that even bugbears answer to him.
Yes, even bugbears go to him.
Well, I asked the other chief, why did you attack this caravan?
For loot.
Anything in
For
particular?
adventurers.
No.
All right.
Okay, but we don't let murder hobo up there and kill him. We keep him as a prisoner.
The
I kill
car-
them at the soonest possible
Okay,
opportunity.
got it.
So.
The caravan master doesn't want to be hauling goblins around. He asks you if you're doing anything, at least tie him up and leave him here. You should kill them, though, he says. They've been marauding and killing... I mean, if you didn't stop them, they were going to kill every one of us.
What if we just bury him
The
in the
patron
sand, up to
says
their
that we have
heads?
to kill them. No, that's torture. That's worse.
So you
No,
guys tie him
Mother
up,
Nature wants him free.
leave him behind, and move on. And maybe someone might double back and kill him.
Yeah, it's really heavy in this armor. I gotta,
Yeah, I need to go take my armor off.
Because I'm going to take a quick break.
So the Black Road leads on ahead. A few days later, so you've had an extended rest.
Mm.
You see a black spot of movement on the horizon. As you travel, it gets larger and larger. Azam looks worried. Another caravan, likely Zents. Normally I suggest that we camp with them, safety in numbers. What do you think?
Any Genterum in the party?
Leave it talking to me. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, the murder hobo.
Go figure.
Yeah, he's gonna go talk to them, come back and kill all of us, right?
100%
Sounds like the plan.
sure.
The Zentarum, there's some mercenaries there. It looks like there's a Zentarum priest, 4 guards, a veteran. The veteran says, "Well met, travelers. Any trouble on the Black Road ahead?"
Just a couple dead
dead
goblins.
Couple
Yes,
that might still be
goblins.
tied up.
Good. The more goblins we can kill, the better. They don't own this road, we do. Where are you traveling?
Down the road.
Parnast, my good man.
Parnast. Well, why don't you guys make a charisma persuasion check? Whoever's the best in the party, you only get one chance, so make sure you figure out who the best is first.
That would be
Well, I'm
C14.
Zent, so
And Zentarum would have advantage if he did.
yeah, so that'd be me.
If he's talking to him, I'm gonna walk up and pat him on the ass and
Guidance him. Okay.
do good. Don't suck.
That is a 15, 16 at least. All right. They converse with you. They offer to camp that night with you guys for safety. They tell you that the goblins up and down the Black Road have been a problem for the past few months. And usually the Zents were able to buy them off or turn them against one another, but they've been disinterested in either of those methods lately. And the problem with stamping out goblins is there's always more goblins. He tells you since you're going to Parnast, you should know there's been a toll station set up a couple days travel from here, leading into the edge of the Anorak Desert. It's manned by hobgoblins, decently armed and armored ones at that. And they've found a defensible position. In fact, you remember coming this way, there's kind of a canyon that you pass through. That might be where they're set up their wall. It'd be a pretty hard fight, he says. We chose to pay them. The toll was 15 gold. There's also been bugbears and goblins and gnolls stirring up trouble along the Black Road and up toward the Grey Peaks. If you're planning on heading up that direction all the way to Parnast and beyond, I recommend you give any of these creatures you see a wide berth. They seem well organized and pretty cunning.
How many did you say were at the toe?
At the toll, there was we didn't see them all because there might have been some within their compound building they had built there, but there was about a dozen hobgoblins.
And you're going to allow this to stand as Genterum, who own the Black Road, that
Of
these
course we're not.
hobgoblins?
Of course we're not. We'll be back.
So there might be a reward if someone took care of that for you.
You look like you got the material to join the Zentarum, young man. Maybe when you grow up, you can come see us.
I'm actually all growed.
Ouch.
Oh, no, he
Just
didn't.
as tall as I'm gonna be.
That's not true. I saw him turn into a bear once.
That's true, yeah.
I'm a fire beetle and I felt that burn.
All right, so they don't have any more information to offer you, but they do tell you, in parting, one last thing. Oh, nope, nothing else. Okay, that's all that you know. So, on to the end of the road. Well, actually not the end of the road yet, because as you're traveling, just one day away from the edge of the desert, you think. It's afternoon. It's after the midday stop. When you notice a faint respite from the oppressive heat, a slight breeze picks up and starts bringing relief to the hot, still air. And then you see a cloud on the horizon. And you haven't seen a cloud in days. And it's moving directly towards you and fast. You see blocky shapes on top of the cloud. They look like buildings and towers. And behind the cloud is a speeding, whirling storm of sand and dust kicked up from the desert. You're in a deep black shadow for a moment as the speeding cloud palace passes over. There are the sounds of horns above, and the cloud castle turns slightly northeast, toward the Great Peak Mountains. As it turns, the wall of roiling clouds continues in its wake, and you have moments to protect yourselves and the caravan from the oncoming sandstorm. So the sandstorm is going to be on you in no time. You can all try and take actions to try and protect the caravan from the sand. First, I want you all to make a wisdom survival check. And you're looking for a 13. So Varric,
How do
you
I
got
make
it.
a wisdom survival check?
Oh, click on your token, and then click on the W, I think 16 button for you. Your wisdom
Okay.
button. There you go. You made it. Calvin made it. Varric made it. Got one more to go.
Natural critted it.
Oh, Zeno, you already rolled, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah.
So Zeno failed, Arcan failed. But 3 of you made it. You've got to do something to protect yourselves, you know that, and to protect the wagons. With winds like the ones that are coming, the sands will tear them apart. Characters who make this check, so the 3 of you made it, are spurred to action, and you'll get advantage on your first check to save the wagons. So things you need to save, or can save, and you're only going to have basically one action. So you're going to have to pick some things and let some things be sacrificed to the storm that's coming. You got 1 wagon full of food, 1 wagon full of water and medicine, 1 wagon full of weapons, 1 wagon with a statue of Engard in it. You got 3 pairs of camels that pull each wagon. There would be 1 more pair, but you see Azam is already moving to save them. There's 3 wagon drivers, and they look stunned and not ready like Azam is. And that's it. Okay, so 3 wagon drivers, 3 pairs of camels, 4 wagons, food, water and medicine, weapons, and the statue.
Wait, the water and food in 1 cart and the medicine in another cart?
Yep. Water
Because
and
I can
medicine.
make good berries and feed everybody with that. So the water and food.
So there's the 4 wagons. And then you got 3 times 2 camels. And then you got 3 times 1 driver. So I'll start with Varric. Varric, what would you like to try and do?
I would like to save the water.
You're going to try and save the water. And any special way to do that?
Cover it up, make sure it's sealed tight.
Okay. Let's see here. You can make a... Do you have land vehicles by chance?
I think I might, but I think I actually traded a language for that from the soldier pack. So no, I do not.
Do not, okay.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, you can basically make your background whatever you want, pretty much.
I didn't know you could do that at all.
The first page of backgrounds talks about customizing your own background and how to do it.
All right. Make a intelligence history check.
I don't
You'll
think
have
this could
advantage
possibly be any worse.
14, good enough. All right. You recall reports from some of the first explorers of the desert that dumping the items out of the wagon and turning the wagon over on top of them will save them. So you do that with the water wagon, and you can save the water. You're done. That's 1 item. Water. Next is Zeno. What do you want to do, Zeno?
Well, he wants
can
to do
we yell
everything he
something out
possibly-
while people are doing stuff?
Say again?
Can we yell stuff out while people are doing
Sure,
stuff?
yeah. You can converse.
Like, we need the statue, we need a wagon for it, we need a set of camels.
So you got the
And
wagon.
Well, Zeno is fully about protecting the statue at all costs.
You want to go for the statue, Zeno?
Yeah.
So
So,
you
go ahead.
saw what Varric did, so you could try that with a athletics check. Or-
yeah, that's very poor. That's my weakest thing. But I was thinking about doing something where maybe I could actually cast Longstrider on myself and actually enter the Blade Song, so I would actually bump up to like a 50-foot movement and actually be able to run around at super fast speed and sort of batten down the hatches or something like that. I don't
Yeah,
know if
you can do 2 things if you cast those spells. And
I don't know if that's plausible, but that's the only thing I
Yeah.
can think of. So like run around like a maniac, just sort of like tightening ropes and.
So you can do the same thing that basically Varric did to 2 different wagons. You want to get the statue wagon?
Yeah.
Or you could save some camels.
No, the statues is the most important.
Right, so you got the statue, and you get one more thing. You get a wagon with food, weapons, you can get a pair of camels, you can get a driver.
Let's do the. What did Varric save?
Varric saved the water and medicine.
Okay, let's get the food.
Food is saved, okay. Next is Arcan. What do you want to do, Arcan?
I would like to save some camels.
Alright, you can do animal handling, wisdom animal handling. If you want to try that. Did you have advantage, Arcan? You did not.
Nope.
Alright, they're stubborn animals, so you're not able to save them. Calbrin. Shane?
Sorry, I was on mute. I'm going to use my speak to animals and quickly speak to the camels that aren't being saved and tell them that they need to hunker down near me. And then I'm going to turn into a bear and basically try to protect them and hold them down.
Okay, you
So
don't have to make a
getting them
check.
to-
You automatically get 1 set of camels. Next is Falcoris.
To use speak with animals, I actually have the spell. I have to have the spell prepared.
Yes, you do have to have it prepared. Yep.
Then I'm just going to try to save the other set of camels.
Okay.
And bring them near the bear.
Okay. Make an animal handling check.
What's that under?
Wisdom. So click your guy and then click W16. You got it. All right.
Nice.
Searing air and stinging sand overwhelms you. Sand whipping through the air, tearing and ripping exposed skin and rending your clothes to tatters. Somewhere in the blinding storm you hear a man scream and an unearthly terrifying noise of camel facing its end. In the hell of flying sand you hear the ripping of the heavy canvas wagon covers under the onslaught. The wind howls louder until it drowns out all other noise, and the storm threatens to overwhelm you. You guys must make a Constitution saving throw. If you bought Desert Survival Garb, you'll have advantage. If you have heavy armor on, you'll have disadvantage. If you have both, you'll be a straight roll. It's a Constitution saving throw. One of you has inspiration. That's Calbrin. If you want to use it, you gotta let me know. And the DC is 13. So to make a Constitution save, you click your token, and then for you, Falcoris, you click the C14 button.
How did he get inspiration?
Calbrin got inspiration for get me a character sheet with no errors on it.
Oh, there was. Okay. All it said was get you the character sheet and the log sheet.
What was the DC on it?
DC was 13. Alright, so Varric made his...
I'll go ahead and use inspiration. Why
okay. Arcan made his, Falcoris made his, Calbrin made his with his inspiration.
not? Wow.
There's one left. Zeno, actually, wasn't it? You already rolled yours, right?
I have advantage though, so I got the 13.
13. Alright, you all made it. So no one suffers any exhaustion. It kills... So several of the men are killed. All the drivers except Azamis killed. So move those guys out. You guys saved 4 camels? Yeah, you saved 4 camels. You saved 2 wagons. So that's perfect.
And Azir saved some camels too, didn't he?
Yes. So you actually have more camels than you need, because you only have 2 wagons left.
Well, I saved some camels too.
Right.
We saved all 3 sets of camels, I think.
No, you
Didn't
just
we
saved...
get-
you
Did
saved
we get
6 of them.
food, water, and statue?
You got food. Oh yeah, you got 3 wagons. Yeah. Okay. So perfect. All right. Just as the storm feels like it will pull you from the sands and carry you away, it passes. The sand falls out of the air, and sunlight once again illuminates the land. However, everything looks different. The dunes and hills of sand have been completely rearranged. In only a few minutes, the terrifying force of the giant's passage has reshaped the desert. So anything you didn't save was blown away, buried by sand, or killed. Azam and his 2 camels have survived. He quickly mourns for his friends, but he knows that only by pressing on will you make it safely out of this desert. So he suggests we hit hitch the camels up to the saved wagons and get moving right away.
I will, as a soldier, I have vehicles, so I will take the place of one of the drivers.
All right. Anyone else have land vehicle?
I'll attempt to drive it by talking to the camels
All
directly.
right. Sounds good. All right. The toll. So you're getting near the location where the Zentarum warned you that there was going to be a toll. You've been watching the mountains come into view for most of the day, or for several days now, but today you're close enough for the caravan to head up into the far more forgiving environment. You see trees on the mountains and the clouds above them. As you get closer, you see that the foothills form desolate badlands, and the Black Road twists through them. The Black Road goes through a steep-sided canyon, which you remember from traveling this way. Ahead, the road's blocked by a crude stone wall and a gate. You see a few broad-shouldered, ill-featured armored humanoids moving back and forth along the top of the wall. With their new defensive structure they've built, they own the road and the passage to the west. You see a faded, tattered banner with the leering skull of some loathsome tusked creature flying over the battlements. Or battle standard, it looks like.
What is the wall made of? Wood mostly?
Stone.
Oh.
You could take your chances by turning around the battered caravan and going into the desert and find another way through these badlands, though. So you don't have to go through the toll. You could pay the toll. You'd think it'll be 15 gold when you get there. You could fight the goblins, or you could go another route. So you guys will have to decide which way you want to do. But y'all
Can I-
kind of...
Can I make a history check to determine the identity of that banner?
Yeah. Go for it. It looks like the skull of a woolly mammoth, basically. It's
23.
It's a purple banner with a skull of a woolly mammoth, and the eyes of the mammoth are actually, there are eyes in it, and they're red. And you have never seen this banner before, so it must be someone new, because with the 23 you would know basically any banners in the area.
Okay. I tap my finger thoughtfully on my lips.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's that new goblin commander.
Well, I turn to my compatriots and I say, well, if we wanted, I could fog cloud us so we could get the jump on them.
Do they appear have taken notice of us yet?
They did not.
Yeah, we could turn the caravan around, put it in a safe place, then we come up, fog cloud, run out of the fog, and get a surprise around or two.
I think the fog cloud itself is probably going to alert them.
Yeah,
They're going to be
it's
looking
not
at it.
very normal for there to be a fog cloud in the desert suddenly.
No, we're at the edge of the mountains, aren't we? You just said trees, and we were just starting to do the mountain.
You're at the edge of the desert. Yep.
Yeah, so there's always mist and stuff at the edge of the desert.
All right, but
Take this from the Muslim guy.
Are these?
I mean, unless the DM is saying different.
But the hobgoblins here, are they on different elevations? Like some on the rampart, some within the gate on the road itself. Like what's the situation here?
I mean,
Right.
We were told there's
You
there's
only
a dozen.
saw hobgoblins on the road. I mean, on the wall.
I think we're going to die if we try to fight a dozen hobgoblins.
Yeah, that looks a little rough. I gotta be honest.
The
I mean,
wall.
for 15 gold, it's not worth. I mean, I'd rather just pay them. I mean, hide the
Well-
statue well and just pay them. And
I can actually minor illusion. I don't know if I may be able to make the statue appear as something worthless. Maybe I don't know. The may even affect my life enough.
Did you say a half dozen hobgoblins or a dozen hobgoblins?
Dozen.
Oh.
Well, if we take them down, then that would be beneficial for all the other travelers.
I mean, we
know
do have a
the
mage
Zentarum
here.
is sworn to do it, but I don't think we're taking down a half. I mean, we're not going to. We wouldn't take down a half dozen hobgoblins, maybe, but we definitely not doing a dozen. Plus, they're goblin friends.
I
Like, at the end of the
will.
day, we need to get the statue back, and
Yeah.
You can always go back.
I will ask. I will ask the contractor what he thinks.
15 gold's a lot, but we are going to get rewarded, or you're going to get rewarded 50 gold when we get there. So
We're already
it's
out
your call.
for the gear.
I can't fight him. I know that. If there's any fighting, it'd be you guys. So I don't want to cast a vote.
Is it 15 gold each or 15 gold for the entire caravan?
The Zent seemed to indicate it was 15 gold total, so hopefully it's just 15 gold total.
Okay, well, our most charismatic person should do the talking.
Okay.
We could
That's
try to
not a
pay
good
them off.
idea.
Your most
Your most
charismatic person
charismatic-
was killed by, his whole family was killed by hobgoblins. He's probably not going to be nice to him.
Yeah, he's not going to do the talking. He's not going to kill anyone, so someone else should take over that. Like, he's going to grit his teeth and just pay the toll if that's what you guys want, but he's not going to
Our
do
second most charismatic person, who's not genocidal.
I mean, I would love to remove the threat. I just don't know if we're in the best position to do it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'd
All
love
right.
to do it, but I
So
don't
you want to
think
plan on
it's-
paying the toll? Sounds like
Yeah.
that's the consensus. Okay.
I think we have to. Yeah.
As you get near the wall that blocks the canyon, you can see that the sandstorm that was so costly to your group also did damage to this area. Tattered banners hang from poles that have been knocked aside, and some of the crudely applied armored plates of the ramparts have been torn away. There are a dozen armored hobgoblins in position along the ramparts, unmoving as the caravan approaches. Off to the side, you see vultures feasting on something that died in the sandstorm earlier. Once you get about 60 feet away, a short, broad-shouldered, armored humanoid rises to the edge of the rampart behind a crenellation. He's got dark orange skin, vicious yellow eyes, and a surly expression. Definitely a hobgoblin. He says to you, "You are entering Bad Fool's domain. Must pay the toll. Only by gold or blood will we open the gates." And he waits for your response.
We
Bad
shall
fool.
pay your toll.
15 gold pieces or 2 camels.
Give them 2 camels. We got extras. Oh, wait,
No. Give him 15 gold.
You know, our
We might
is a
need
camel
the extra
worth?
camel. The camel's worth a lot more than 15 gold. Plus, we might need the extra camels. Camels
We just
die,
need-
they get hurt, injured.
Yeah, it's a good point. Let's just pay him the gold.
All right.
Yep.
He comes down the ramparts to take the payment. Once he sees the 15 gold in his hands, he sneers at you in satisfaction for making you pay. He climbs back up the ramps to the armored ramparts, and soon after the gate rises, allowing you to pass. In the distance, you can see the green that promises the end of this harrowing desert journey. All right.
Well, we can take solace in the fact that this Everton will make sure that dead deaths are either really quick or really slow,
Yep.
and not quick.
Yep.
Clear of the crags of the Badlands, you welcome the feel of moisture in the air and the sight of green plants. For the first time in days, there's even a bird overhead that isn't a vulture. Everyone make an intelligence nature check.
Intelligence-based nature check?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's always intelligence, or almost always intelligence-based. Calbrin, you recognize that bird. It's a blood hawk. And everyone make a wisdom perception check.
Mine keeps on saying Arcana when it's supposed to say nature.
Oh, you have nature, not arcana?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a druid.
Sure, yeah. Calbrin, you, not only do you recognize it as a bloodhawk, but you see that it's got what looks like a little scroll tied to one of its legs. And you know that bloodhawks are sometimes used to send messages. He's flying from the direction of the hobgoblin compound you just passed, and then flying to the direction of further up the road that you are traveling.
And how far away is it?
It's about 50 feet above you right now.
Do I think I can get within 30 feet of it
No.
and talk to it?
No.
I think we need to kill that. Looks like it's got a message coming from the hobgoblins, like maybe they're going to set up an ambush.
Okay, Calvin, what do you want to do with your action?
I'm going to try to... I'm just looking. I'm going to try to kill it. I just don't know how.
Well, if you tell me to kill it, I can kill it.
Yeah, I say kill that
Same here.
thing.
Lyric.
And do something.
Eldritch Blast it.
Okay, go for it.
I don't know how to kill an animal.
The 8
And I
misses.
miss.
Arcan,
I would like to throw a javelin at it.
go for it. The 17 connects for 9 damage. The thing squawks and spirals down to the ground, impaled on your javelin. You guys can see the message that it carries. The message says, it's written in common, it looks like. Written in rough script. Let me double check, make sure it's common. Yeah. Okay. It says, caravan headed up the Black Road. Best for you to catch it before it reaches Parnast. Soon the town will fall to us and be another victory for Bad Fool. And Bad Fool, now that you see it spelled, is spelled like this.
So they're coming anyway.
Stop them at foothills in the narrow pass, and we'll sacrifice them to Rugek, who's the hobgoblin god. Long live Fool, baddest of the bad. P.S. He said something about a box of toenails going missing. He's real angry. You know anything about that? What does a giant want with more giant toenails anyway?
Oh,
Rumor
shit.
says they were going to sell them. Who buys giant toenails, and for what kind of money? Alright.
It's not a new goblin. It's
the hobgoblins were sending a message to maybe more hobgoblins up ahead of you on the road.
So the good news is that they won't ambush us because they don't know to yet.
Yes.
But the bad news is they're going to murder us all anyway because they're going to attack the town soon with a giant.
Right.
Well,
unless you get to the town and warn them before they get there.
We have other good news. And I cast create bonfire, then pull out the pull the javelin. Who wants shish kebab?
Okay. So you want to press on ahead?
Yes. Wait. Shit. What? Oh, you killed the bird. Is there any way you could use speak to animal to get another bird of the same type, and we could send them our own message?
Sure. You can try that.
You can certainly try.
It's a pretty good idea.
You are not Matthew Mercer.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. You can certainly try, Matt Mercer. But I mean, does anybody think that's a bad idea?
I think it's a great idea, man.
I think it's a great idea, yeah. Make it so, number one.
Okay, so saying anything about protecting anything would be really, really dumb, because even they're not stupid enough to believe that. But
we could give them a bad location. That,
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's just some place where just nobody would show up.
No, have them say that we're under Bad Fool's protection, and that they should escort us.
Well, that's true too. But
or let us pass without obstruction.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I like that escort thing, because once we get to town, we can kill that group with the guards or whatnot.
Or that we're working for bad, and that we're.
I mean, we won't be able to turn them. We won't be able to turn them against their other brethren, but we can split the groups up and take them on in smaller chunks.
Well, I am a little bit leery about leading a group of hobgoblins straight into Parnast.
They're going there anyway.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Let's do it.
Let's do this. I love this plan.
Okay, give me. You don't have to give me the details, but just tell me what your goal is, Falcris.
My goal is to basically send another message stating to these guys paid extra. Frohl wants them to get into the town, and they're holding giant toenails that Frohl wants. Since they already mentioned giant toenails that Frohl wants, make sure that they're not hurt under any circumstances, and that there are some other goblins who want those toenails to sell for some dumb reason.
All right, very good. You find an animal. You write the message up. You
in the same handwriting they use, like squiggly lines and all.
Yeah, as best you can. Yeah, you mimic that handwriting. You find some supplies in the wagons, or you tear off a little bit of the wagon tent, material to write on, and you get an animal that'll fly that way and carry the message, and then you travel that way, right?
Yep.
Okay, you get to the place that looks remarkably like the area described in the note on the hawk, although it didn't really describe the area very well. But anyway, you get to the place, and you can see at the top of the hill there's a burly bugbear crossing the path, and you hear the sound of wood chopping. It appears you found your ambushers, and they're unaware of you. And whether or not they're going to be on your side, you don't know yet, but you can want to try and get closer to them.
We keep going, and one of us needs to be up front saying, a message was sent ahead to state that we're under protection for paying extra money, and we have an item that Furl wants
All right.
protected.
You guys ride up to the bugbears. The bugbear chieftain comes out, and you can see the bugbear chieftain has a message he's holding, and it looks like it might be the message you sent ahead. He is also wearing a chain shirt. He's got a shield on his side. He's got a bow that looks kind of odd in that it looks like a very nicely decorated elven bow.
Ooh.
It's a fine short bow with gnomish sights on it, it looks like. Probably some treasure he stole off some elf he killed. Hold on just a second.
Son of a bee.
Yeah.
So he's got that. You can also see he's wearing a strange pair of bracers on his hands that look like they're maybe fashioned by whoever fashioned that bow. They are, however, kind of bulky, and they have hexagon designs on them along them that don't match any common racial or family styling that you're aware of. But they're colored the same as that bow he's wielding. So he's got some sort of elven treasure that he's stolen from the elves. Anyway, he's holding the parchment, and he's looking at you, and he's looking at the parchment. And then he comes up to question you in his hobgoblin, speaking goblin. Anyone in the party speak goblin?
Zeno does.
I do.
Good. You can try and make a deception check with advantage to continue your ruse. Make sure he doesn't get on to you guys not being who you say you are.
Please don't immediately try to murder him. We will murder him later.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to grit my teeth and bear it. So you want me to roll that? Pretty
Go
sure
for
that.
it.
And he's casting guidance on you.
With advantage. Okay. He buys your deception. So now you guys gotta decide. You can leave these bugbears and goblins behind to ambush other people who travel along this road. They certainly don't get the drop on you because you figured out their ruse, and you can just move on. Or you can try to take them out. So you guys are going to have to vote and decide what you want to do.
I thought we were going to take them to town and have the guards help us take them out.
Oh, well, you don't know if Parnast has any real guards.
What was the count? There's the big guy, and I didn't hear how many.
Oh, how many do you see in the area? Okay, so you see the bugbear chieftain. He's there. There's a second bugbear with him, and a third bugbear with him. So there's a bugbear chief and two bugbears, and then you see snarling and growling in the trees a warg. So you'd have to fight two bugbears, a chieftain, and a warg.
So I'll speak into the pally / warlock crazy bastard's mind. Like, I think we can do this.
Yeah, and I nod to the crazy ass who's talking to me in my mind.
Not the first voice you.
So if you want to fight them, move up. I'll assume you two want to fight them.
Yeah, why not?
All right, that's 3 to 5. So you're fighting them.
Wait, before yeah, no, I thought we were. No, I want to fight him too, but I say to the bugbear, it's like, I've got to take a leak. I need to go in the woods for a second.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
not going to attack until everyone's in an advantage position.
Falcoris, go
so-
to make a deception check then.
Who, Falcoris?
Yep. You have advantage still. You haven't done anything too crazy yet.
Like, everybody got to pee.
That's right.
All right.
That's charisma, so click on the C8 or CH8 button.
Oh, we're all screwed. Good luck.
18, yeah. They buy it.
okay.
They let you go take a leak. So what do you want to do in the forest there?
In the forest, I'm actually. Is the warg watching me?
Nope.
So I'm like making noise, like I'm zipping my fly and stuff, and then I continue making noise as I turn into a panther.
Okay.
Oh no! Wait, no, I don't turn into a panther yet.
Okay.
I stealth. How do I stealth?
You don't need to do a stealth check. So you stealth.
I stealth, and then I get I position myself so I can cast a fairy fire, and then once I cast fairy fire, I'll turn into a panther.
Okay, very good. I'll set up where you guys are standing then, so you can kind of maneuver where you want to be in position-wise.
Yeah, I want to be in position to cast fairy fire on
Right.
at least on the main guy and one or two other guys.
Right.
Would be
And
very
AFK.
disturbing if a warg was watching you leak.
They like to watch. Speaking of leaks, I need to AFK for a moment.
Talked himself into it.
Talk to them.
Time to finish.
Yeah, absolutely, go for it. I'm just going to get the guys set up, and then let's all take a break until it's 36 after the hour here. So let's take a break till 46 after.
Awesome.
There we go. Come back at 46 after. All right, I'm back. So you guys are at the top of a hill, basically. You just crest the hill. The dotted brown line is the top of the hill. Azam is riding on the wagon. There's a couple wagons behind him. We won't worry about those. You've come forward to talk to the bugbears and ambush them. Falcoris went into the forest. He's going to try and sneak to the edge of the forest and get a surprise spell off on him. Where do the rest of you guys want to be when that's happening?
Actually, I was thinking the rest of the guys should actually drive the carts a few meters away and then jump off the carts and then ambush to make sure that the carts don't get hurt.
Let's see. One of the guys who's there who can drive a cart. Anyone there who can drive a cart?
Arkan can drive a cart.
Arkan. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Okay. We'll say the carts are out of danger. And then you guys hop off and you'll be basically up north here at Arkan space or further north than that. So anywhere from those spaces you're in there to further north. The squiggly green lines are 2 areas of trees that block line of sight through them.
Are we traveling north or south?
You're traveling towards the top of the map, north. So now you've got the wagons up there to the north, off out of harm's way, and you hop off and get ready to attack those bugbears. So put you guys where you want to be. Falcoris, make a stealth check. So that'd be a dex. Click your dex button for that. Very good. You're going to get advantage. Xeno, you'll be at that line or further north when the combat starts.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No problem. Of course, you'll have to get to the edge of the... So anywhere along the edge of these trees, you'll be able to see. So put your guy where you want, anywhere along the edge of the trees.
Well, I
And
was
then-
thinking that I'd position myself to where I could see through the trees to the guy. That's why I was over there, but...
Yep, anywhere along the edge of the trees, you'll be able to see him.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to be the only one who acts in the surprise round. Everyone else roll initiative, including you. Of course.
Okay, I'm the only one because we got the halfling who can talk to me.
Nope. Go ahead,
I
Falcoris.
wasn't
Roll your
hiding.
initiative.
All right, initiative. Oh, sorry.
All right. And let's see, Calvin, you used your initiative, or you used your inspiration, right?
Yeah, stupidly. I already had advantage.
So I took that off of you. And Falcoris, for your genius plan of sending ahead a hawk, I'll give you inspiration. So
Thank you.
that little leaf icon means you have inspiration. And you come forward to surprise them, and you go first, Falcoris. What would you like to do? You can get the 2 north ones, if fairy fire.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's what I'm planning to do.
All right, here's the
Is
captain.
there's no way I can get all 3 of them? Like, center it and get all 3?
No, it's 20-foot square.
No, okay.
Here's the dex save for the captain. He made his. Here's the dex save for the regular bugbear. He made his. After you cast the spell, you can still move. It's difficult terrain inside the trees.
Do they have to re-roll it every round?
No, it's just a one-time thing.
And they both made it.
They both made it.
Okay. I'm going to try to get over here. Wait, I'm going to use my full movement to get over.
Deep into the trees where no one can see you. Now the bugbears turn and react. So this one is in the trees. He comes. The chief says, "Kill that caster." He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he has the double move to close on you in the trees. Then the chieftain turns on the main party, and he's got 2 main targets. 1 through 3 will be left. No, he's going after the little halfling.
That ain't good.
Multi-attacking. 2 melee attacks. Morningstar on Calbrin. 10's a miss. 6 is a miss.
Oh, thank God.
The warg comes charging out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To there and attacks Calbrin with a bite. 6 is a miss. What is going on, Calbrin? They're aiming too high. Falcor, your turn.
Falcoris looks at the bugbear. Bad life choices. And turns into a panther.
Alright. After Falcorius, Arcan.
I will move to here. Rage.
Nice.
Reckless attack the chief.
Nice. Alright. 17 gets through his armor and does 13 slashing to him. After Arcan is Zeno.
I use a bonus action to enter the blade song, and I will dance to here and attack the chief with green flame blade.
Alright.
Light him up.
17 hits.
Nice.
Do an 8 to the chief and then 3 to the wolf.
Yes.
Is that wolf in initiative? Yeah, you already went. Bugbear. Okay, the last bugbear down here. He comes here on Arcan and attacks Arcan with his Morningstar. 13 misses Arcan. Barely. Calbrin, your turn.
So I'm going to have to move to shapeshift, yeah?
Mm-hmm. You would.
Just, give me a sec. Alright, I will move here and provoke from the wolf.
Okay, here comes the bite. 15. Just
That
missed
will
you.
miss. Okay, and then I will shapeshift, and I'll get the token in a second. And I'm gonna. You know what? Just to change it up, let's go with because he's in heavy armor. Let's go with the wolf, and I will bite at him with advantage because of pack tactics.
Nice. Alright, a 15 though does not connect.
Shit. Alright.
So after Calbrin, Virik.
I'm going to attack the chieftain twice.
Okay. Oh.
Smite.
Nice.
Is the smite built in anywhere? So I don't know.
No, you have to reroll it. You have to roll it. It's let's see. I mean, there's a button for it. Divine Smite. It's 3 to the left of your staff. All right, so that is 16 radiant and 12 bludgeoning, right? 28
Yeah.
total damage to the chief. Nice job.
And the butt. Assuming that misses.
It does.
And then I will move over there.
All right. The bugbear chasing after the panther. He attacks the panther with his Morningstar.
Look at that cute little kitty.
23 to hit for 8 piercing damage. Oh, let's see, your hit points in panther form. Wild-shaped panther, you have 13 hit points. So we'll use that bar 2 for that. So you're 13 out of 13 to start. So you, make the change to your red circle. The 8 points of damage you just took. Did you get that, Dark? You there, Tarek?
Yes, I clicked it. It says 13 -8.
Oh, didn't work. So we'll just type in 5. There we go. All right, Bugbear's done. Chief's turn. Chief has got all sorts of targets. Who did he attack the first time? He's got the Raging Barbarian behind him. He's got the Dancing Blade Song Singer. Got the Paladin north of him.
He's kind of
recklessly, so he has advantage.
Right. Got the Wolf to his west. Man, life's not good for him. Got 1, 2. I'll do it in reading order. D4. 1, 2, 3. Barbarian. Morningstar. 24 on the Barbarian for 12 piercing.
Which becomes
6.
6 because I'm raging.
And then 13 misses. He's done. The Warg's turn. He yells at the Warg to kill a Barbarian. Warg attacks the Barbarian with a bite. 9's a miss. Falcoris, your turn.
Generally, they go for the bite, not the claw, right?
Yeah, bite's stronger. Claw comes into effect when you get a pounce.
Okay. So biting.
11 does not bite through his armor. You can move. You want to move anywhere?
Yeah, he'll get an attack of opportunity though, unless that's a thing that Panthers don't get opportunity.
You can move anywhere around him and not provoke if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to move a bit closer to the other battle, but they can't really see me. So
Very good. Arcan, your turn.
Reckless on the chieftain.
Oh yeah, 11 points damage. Still up. Barely. After Arcan, Zeno.
y'all want to keep him alive to question him?
Yeah, if I can nail him down, I'll do that. I'm going to do another green flame blade against the chieftain.
Got it. 24. You can knock him unconscious. Is that your plan?
I do that,
He
and
is
I'll do 3
unconscious.
fire to the warg.
Warg takes 3. Got it. And then Bugbear's turn. Okay, the Bugbear. He keeps on. He's going to move a little bit and attack Zeno with his Morningstar. 6 is a miss. Galbraith, your turn.
The Bugbear with advantage. So 24.
24
13.
for 13. Nice.
And maybe he goes down.
Nope. After Galbraith, Virik.
I guess I'm going to try to attack the warg.
Okay. 7 misses. 9 misses. Bugbear in the forest fighting the panther. He attacks the panther with his Morningstar. 8's a miss. He's done. Chief's unconscious. Warg's turn. Warg attacks Zeno with a bite. 24 on Zeno.
That'll do it.
9 piercing damage. 13 strength save, so click your token and click the S8 button. You are still standing. After the
Heck
Warg's
yeah.
turn, Falcoris, your turn.
Oops. I used the wrong bite before.
Nice. 5 points of piercing. Got it. After Falcoris, Arcan, your turn.
I will on the bugbear.
Bugbear, okay. Oh, 22 damage on the Bugbear. Chops him down.
Shit. It's a huge hit.
Holy cow.
After Arcan, Zeno.
I'll just do regular rapier on the warg.
25 for 11.
Nice.
After Zeno, Calbrin. 15 connects for 14. Drops the Warg. You can keep moving to Calbrin if you want. And then Virik, your turn. You guys can hear the commotion going on in the trees. You hear what sounds like a large cat. Probably another druid.
Kill the cat.
The green terrain is difficult terrain. Inside
Seriously?
the green squiggly. Hey, remember, Virik, you cannot... remember... Falcoris, role-playing, you can't talk while you're in animal form. Virik, y'all done?
Now,
No, I'm not done. I was going to say, can I see into the trees at all?
You can only see 1 square in. The trees block line of sight through 1 square.
I could move there.
Okay,
Okay.
and then...
Am I able to see the hobgoblin?
Nope.
Okay, then I will double move. And
Okay. Alright, after Virik, the bugbear goes. Bugger swings at the panther again with his Morning Star. 20 to hit for 13 piercing. So the panther, 5 of it goes to the panther form, and then the remaining 8 goes to your normal form. So the 17 goes down by 8, and you revert back to human form. There you go. So we're back to human form. I hit points down. You can get rid of the red completely. And Valcoris, your turn.
Shillelagh. Click Shillelagh, correct?
Yeah. And then click your staff dash shill to attack with it.
Staff dash shield.
Shill. There you go. 14. Doesn't quite get through the bugbear's armor. Arcan, your turn.
Move 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, and 7 dash. Come here. That's my turn.
After Arcan, Xeno.
Okay, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I'll dash to yeah.
Galbrin. $20 for 15. And 13 strength save. She makes. Virik. The last blow, Virik.
I will smite.
Ah, nice. Down goes the last of the bugbears.
Huzzah!
Alright. The bugbears have with them you find an elaborate set of here's the bugbears. They find 49 gold pieces, mostly in copper and silver. There's also elaborate plans for other traps to stop travelers in the area, and shows that the bugbears are following the same leader bad for rule. So 49 gold for that. And then you find a set of elaborate ring mail that was once quite fine, but the gilding on it has been chipped away and the jewels have been pried out. The crown and circle symbol of the Lord's Alliance is still visible in the pauldrons. The ring mail serves as functional armor, an ordinary set of armor with 30 gold pieces. On the body of one of the bugbears, you also find a fine short bow with gnomish sights that you saw earlier. That's worth 25 gold pieces. And a set of what you'll find out are bracers of archery.
What was the short bow called? Gnomish sights?
Gnomish sights, yeah.
I might want to roll on that short bow.
Okay, then you make it the rest of the way to Parnast without trouble. Your journey continues, and soon you find yourself passing through the foothills of the Grey Peaks. You camp one last night before you reach Parnast, and the next day, keenly aware of what you've lost with fewer wagons and companions than when you started. Around noon the next day, you reach the small town of Parnast, but find that few townspeople have come to greet your ragged caravan. It seems that people of Parnast aren't very trusting, maybe after having the Cult of the Dragon parked on their doorstep for the last couple of years. They're not too trusting with strangers. Let's see. In town, you meet the half-elven cleric Chandra. She quietly thanks you. She says, "We're so grateful that you braved the Black Road to bring the statue of our goddess to us. We could have used the rest of the goods that were lost in the storm as well, but we now have her guidance at least. And we have the medicine. You saved probably the best things that you could.
And the water and the food.
And the water and the food. That was for the caravan. So
We also give her the prisoner and mention that there's probably an attack on the way.
She smiles a kind, gentle smile and says, "Please take your payment with our gratitude, and I hope you'll stay for a time and maybe you can help defend us more." She presses a small black velvet bag of coins into your hands, and she says, "Let us get you baths drawn. We would have you stay for a meal at least, and we can offer you a safe place to stay the night." As you look around, it's apparent that the reactions of the bystanders that this long speech from the cleric is the most words she's contributed to the conversation in years. All right. Azam looks over your group with a shrewd glance. You did modestly well out there, he says. He gives you a wry, lopsided smile and smooths down his noble mustache. I'd travel with you again. You've got a friend on the Black Road. I'm going to stay here a while until we have enough goods for a new caravan. Will be nice to get away from the sand for a while. Just you watch yourselves here. Between everything we've seen and heard, I believe you have a larger problem coming your way. All right, so you get 50 gold pieces for bringing the statue to Parnast. Lastly, a merchant in town offers to buy the box of giant toenails for 100 gold pieces. It says the adventurers cannot use them to craft a potion of giant strength, so...
Alright, so yeah, we sell it.
Yep, let's see what your XPs were. You killed 6 goblin raiders. You killed 2 goblin bosses. You killed 3 total wargs. You killed hobgoblin captain. I'm sorry, not bugbear chieftain. And 2 hobgoblins. I mean 2 bugbears. Alright, what's that add up to? 6 times 50 plus 2 times 200, 3 times 100, 700, and 400. Divided by 5.
I am moderately surprised that plan went so well.
670. And then escorting the statue, you get 150 XPs each for that. Let me just double check and make sure, because... Oh, no, that puts you over max. Okay, so the maximum, you got the maximum XPs you can get, and it is 600 XPs. I'll type it in here for you.
It's amazing.
600 XPs.
Level 3, yay!
Gold.
Yeah, basically.
Goblin Raider treasure, 1 gold piece. Bugbear treasure, 49 gold pieces. Ring mail's worth 30. Short bow's worth 25.
Wait, no. I kind of
50.
want the short bow.
Well, you can just take 25 less gold pieces worth of treasure and say you got the short bow.
I'll roll you for it.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can roll off however you want.
Alright,
Plus 100. The short bow's not magical.
yeah, but I don't have a short bow.
Just
And
cool.
how much does the normal short bow cost? And does the goblin sights do anything?
No, it doesn't. Regular short bow costs you 50 gold.
Yeah, 25 is much better. Oops. Sorry. The first one was 12.
Right.
So roll.
Yeah, we'll use the first roll whenever you roll multiples. Anyone else want the short bow?
Yeah,
Shit.
Calvin rolled.
You want the short bow, Calvin?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to put 25 gold into the pot to take it, so you'll just take
Deduct
25 less of this gold.
Sir.
Divided by 5. Okay, so the gold for everyone is 51 gold pieces each. Less if you took that bow.
Then I'll roll for the bracers of archery then.
Oh yeah, definitely we'll get that in a
Because
second.
if I got the bow, I was going to roll for those.
Alright. These bracers of archery do still something extra, so let me tell you what they do here. They are uncommon. They require attunement. They give you plus 2 damage on... Let's see what the exact wording is for these things. Dungeon Master's Guide.
For some reason, I don't think they work with hand crossbows.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's ranged weapon attacks or ranged attacks.
I think it specifies bows, actually.
Yeah, I think it's...
Bracers of archery. While wearing these bracers, you have proficiency with the longbow and shortbow, and you gain a plus 2 bonus to damage rolls on ranged attacks made with such weapons. So longbows and shortbows.
I didn't realize they
No.
gave proficiency, though. That's pretty
They
cool.
do give you proficiency to it, too. Yep. And these ones do a little something extra. In addition, the hexagons turn blue in the cold or warm orange in the heat. The wearer suffers no harm in temperatures as cold as -20 or as warm as 120.
Oh, wow.
So,
Could you put that all in the little text box so we can copy it and put it on our notes?
absolutely. I'll send a recap out to everyone with all the
Okay.
details of all that and all the story awards that you get.
I definitely.
Oh, there's story awards? Cool.
Yep. With a short bow or long bow. And gain proficiency. Okay. Story award is Friend on the Black Road. And this one, you aided the caravan master Azam on a perilous journey along the Black Road. If you find yourself needing to travel the Black Road or transport something discreetly, Azam will provide it safely once for free. Oh, and my number.
Be nice to be level 3. Some DM decided to only give us 298 experience for
Hey.
one choice.
That sounds like a DM who was actually following the rules. You only get what you earn, Shane. If I gave you more stuff, you'd never get better.
Oh,
Oh, downtime. 5 downtime days. And renown. 1 renown. Okay, I think that's it. See consumables. There were no consumables. That's really strange. But that is correct. Thank you all for playing. Good
Well, we
plan.
still got to roll for the.
Just wondering, with that 15 gold, was that per person or was that a group? When we paid the
51 gold. Oh, that you paid out of the. That was actually for the whole group. So let me fix the gold total here. 255 minus 15 divided by. Okay, so it's 48 gold pieces each. I guess I could divide 15 by 3 or 15 by 5 and got 3.
We need to roll for the bracers, right?
Yeah, that's what I was about
Okay,
to say.
so everyone who has 0 magic items, roll for the bracers. Would anyone else like that?
The person who got the short bow, did they get to roll too?
Oh yeah, the bracers are a magic item. The short bow is just a mundane item. Anyone else want the bracers?
I do, but I have a magic item already.
All right, bracers go to Valchorus.
Oh, of course, might turn into a ranger now.
Ah, the joys of being 1st through 4th level.
Yep. Because those are really great for rangers, aren't they?
Or any ranged guy. All right.
Like you're using a bow, yeah.
Thank you all for playing. I'm running 5-3 next Friday at the same time. The sign-up's already live. I usually do the sign-ups like 15 minutes before I actually start the game I'm running.
Cool. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
somehow Jack
Thank you,
signed
Tom.
up already.
Yep. I saw
Hey,
that.
Tom, do you have to run away real quick?
No, I'm here for a little bit. You had a question? Go for it.
Yeah, I wanted to apologize. I came early thinking, didn't realize I was that early because I thought it was 8 o'clock.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Also, I thought I gave you everything you asked for the inspiration, so I apologize about that too.
Oh, no. That's just
See,
that's just a little boon for if someone actually gets me a sheet with every single thing correct, and it's not easy to do. So.
Well, unfortunately, Final Course was made on Fantasy Grounds, and if you know anything about that, I just pulled it straight over here, so it was very little I had to work with. So,
Yep.
So yeah, I apologize about that. I thought it was more together, but at least I got here 2 hours early to fix it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. Got it all set up.
Yeah. Well, thank you. That was fun. I
All right, guys.
can't believe my plan went okay.
Thanks, John.
We just all died.
Big John.
Yeah, I had a ton of fun. I'm glad I got in. Look forward
I
to
know
playing with you
you-
guys again.
You signed up like 14th or something like that?
Yeah, it was pretty far down.
Yeah, just goes to
Pretty good
show
luck.
you.
Especially
surprised
Tom's
we got-
games.
As long as the DM's letting the first time players play first.
I don't know how we did it in exactly 2 hours, man.
We did do it in 2 hours, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's perfect.
Yeah.
Speaking
Normally
of,
when,
when you're running people up, Tom, do you have tips for making people run faster at a table?
At a table, like you're at a
At
physical table.
Yeah. Like I'm
Don't
enjoying
role
running
play.
up, but if we can't speed up, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Are they rolling their attack dice and their damage dice at the same time?
Sometimes, but
They should do that.
they're newer players. And what about tips for getting people to pay attention on other people's turns?
Right. Yeah. How do you do?
Yeah, that's not humanly possible.
That's the tricky part, isn't it? I don't have any. There's got to be some. You got to be able to search the web and find some good ones there.
well, I would recommend not having a too large of a table.
Yeah.
Having a man like the max, the official maximum amount of players is 7, but when you play with 7, people get
don't think
very
so.
easily distracted.
Well, there is one thing you can do to sort of force them to pay attention.